Okay, so let's dig into Nigeria's housing deficit. Joining me from Abuja Studios live to discuss this Tuesday morning is Dr. Becky Olubukola, the Group Managing Director of BSTAN Group PLC. She's also a serial entrepreneur. Madam, it's good to see you this holiday. We appreciate the fact you're able to make it despite the public holiday. Thank you so much. Now, why has sustainable housing development been an intractable problem for Nigeria? Is it in our population? What exactly is it?
Well, thank you so much for having me on the studio. Our population is a major problem for our housing industry. But beyond that, I think planning is a problem because we hardly have a good statistic of numbers of those who are homeless in Nigeria and the number of people who actually is in need of affordable homes, okay? Another issue, I think, is lack of funding, the right mortgage system, and of course, the government policies. I feel, in my opinion, that there's not enough policy and regulations for the real estate industry across Nigeria. And that's why you see several people just do their businesses without regulations, without guidance. Unlike the financial sector, where you see CBN coming up with policies every day, trying to guide the financial sector, both from the commercial banking and the mortgage banking. But for real estate sector in Nigeria, there's no adequate regulations. Several policies that were supposed to be passed in the 8th Assembly and the 9th Assembly have not yet been passed. The land use act is still hanging. It's still a problem, you know. So these are part of the major problems you see the housing sector is having. And of course, the United Nations has put our national housing deficit at over 22 million right now. But what is the government plan about this? How are people going to be able to access adequate and sustainable mortgages and housing? How are people going to be able to assess this? So these are major issues that is going on. That
we understand,
yes.
Doctor, that those of you who are professionals in the industry have the solutions. Tell me, what do you approach your solutions can the private sector operators, investors like yourself bring to the table to help the government somewhat?
The major solution right now is the Metro Shelter Initiative that was introduced by the BSTAN Homes. The Metro Shelter Initiative helps in decentralizing the urban area, reducing the migration from the rural area to the urban area, and provide affordable housing across Nigeria. What we need to reduce the deficit and to solve the housing problem is to provide affordable homes, affordable and sustainable homes, and of course, bring forth a bridge to cushion the effect of lack of funding. Okay, there's no enough mortgage system that is able to fund the individuals, the citizens who even want to buy these properties. Also, people need to build what people can afford. Some of us in the industry have not been able to look at the statistic of the volume of those in need of houses. For us, as an organization in BSTAN Homes, what we do, we've taken into consideration the statistics and realized that over 70% Nigerians are actually in need of an affordable homes. United Nations states clearly that barely 25% of Nigerians own their own houses. You know, home ownership population. So meaning that over 70% don't have a home. Therefore, what we need to do is to tap into the Metro Shelter Initiative. Federal government and state government has endorsed that. They should tap into that so that we all together, using the PPP scheme, can provide what the Nigerians need, which is an affordable home and a sustainable home. Homes that everybody can buy, and let's bridge it with a standard mortgage system, you know, whereby people can buy a property and pay for 10 years and more. This is the only solution. If not, the more the population is increasing, the more as well the deficit will be increasing if there's no solution in good time. It means that we need to provide at least a minimum of 1 million homes per annum. And Nigeria right now, we are barely providing over almost almost 200,000, barely. As at 2020, we are barely providing 200,000.
We need to do a whole lot more.
So you can just imagine, my brother.
Yes, the gap is so huge. Thank you so much, Dr. Olubukola, for the Group Managing Director of BSTAN, coming to talk to us on this morning. You're watching the Global Business Report here on Arise News.